more white stuff. Supposed to snow most of the day. We had a 100% chance. So anyhow, roads aren't too bad in some spots, but in the residential areas, it's still pretty thick. It's starting to build up pretty good. When I went out to get in the truck, it was I had to kind of unbury it, so it was covered pretty good. But we're keeping the main roads open pretty well, but as the day progresses, I know it's going to get worse. Just hope everybody's being careful and taking their time. So, on Mesa Ridge Parkway right now, fixing to turn left on what is Mesa Ridge Powers. It changes, it kind of curves right here. But I am going to do my morning ritual, stopping at Starbucks and getting a coffee and a breakfast sandwich. Kind of do that every morning on the way to work. I do it so much when I go in, they already know what I want, so that's kind of scary, really. And I'll try to keep the windshield cleared off so everybody can see without the obstruction of snow. Welcome to the snow in Colorado. First live stream I've done since our last snowstorm, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And my wife and I have been kind of fussing with some sinus problems, you know, the regular stuff that happens, seasonal allergies and stuff like that when it changes to colder weather. But we're going to try to get out and do some more live streaming, and if I can get a good day where it's calm and about halfway sunny, I may try to get the drone back up. I haven't had the drone up in a while, so I'll try to get some drone footage. So bear with us. I guess there's some good and bad about live streaming. If you're live streaming and something happens, you know, you got it on video, you know, you got live streamed, everybody knows what happened. On the bad side is people can say, you know what, that was kind of scary. Watching people pull out in front of you and do silly things, you got it on live video. But I'm in the old truck, you know, I do trust this truck in this kind of weather. A lot of the newer cars are all-wheel drive, and I still like my four-wheel drive truck. I like to be able to reach down in the floor and pull that lever back and feel the four-wheel drive kick in. I've got really good tires on it. Same type of tires are on my wife's car, the chase car. The plows are out. You can see him over there. Trying to get a little bit of it done. Again, the main roads right now are doing okay. As we get on the side roads, it's going to get a lot worse. So I'll be pulling off here in Starbucks here in a second. Get me a Starbucks and a sandwich. So I'll be stepping out of the vehicle here in a few minutes. I'm going to leave it running. While I'm inside, I'm not going to disconnect because I don't want to have to start the stream over again. So. not going to leave the truck running. I don't really trust that, but I'm going to leave the phone there running. So I should be back in a few minutes. So y'all bear with me. I'll be back. Oh, yes, now. Yep, she's on. Yep, she's on. back in the car, folks. So disconnect this. Well, let's get back on the road. I got my Starbucks, kind of my energy boost. Saves me some fixing breakfast and coffee and everything else in the mornings. So just stop by and pick it up and get on the road. Anybody, you know, if y'all look at my channel, you're going to be aware of what my wife and I are going to be doing. Right now we storm chase part-time because we're both still working. She's a nurse and I'm working. So this next year when school lets out for the summer, we're going to put our house on the market and sell it here in Colorado Springs, and we'll be moving back to Texas, which is where we're from, born and raised in Texas, where all of our families and grandkids. So we're doing it part-time right now. We've got practically all of the equipment we need. I've gotten some of the licenses and certifications. Still a few things going on between now and then. But next year then we'll be down in Texas. We're retiring and we're actually going to be chasing full-time. So do check out our channel, because I've got a lot of explanations in there. We were down in Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, back the first part of November, actually November 1st, 2nd, in there, when they had that tornado outbreak. As I said in the video, we were actually there about a mile from Connor Croft. He was about a mile ahead of us. Reed Timmer was down there. Also, that was the weekend where the Dominator 3 lost its hydraulics, and they couldn't raise those big doors that they have on the machine, so they had to get it in the shop. But Karen and I, my wife and I, were in the chase car, and we got caught in, I'm pretty sure we were in the bear's cage, because there was definitely tornadic activity within the storm that we were in, but it was nighttime, so we couldn't see much. And because of all the lightning around us, we lost our live stream. We were going down the road. Connor was about a mile and a half ahead of us. And when we came out of it, it was pretty hairy. We had horizontal winds. It was pounding the car pretty good. And that was our first actual experience in a really bad storm situation. So that's the same storm that night between 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning moved into Norman, Oklahoma, hit Norman and Oklahoma City, and devastated those two areas. So it's the same storm. Like I said, we worked, so we had to be heading back home the next day. So we had gone to the hotel, and when I posted what happened, my son got onto me. He chewed me out pretty good. He said, "Dad, you and Mom are going to have to learn how to stay up and not go to bed." And he's right, 100%. And had we been chasing full time, we would have stayed with that storm that night. We followed it into Oklahoma and maybe even gotten some video, some drone video. But we're learning as we go, and trying to glean from the other chasers that are out there. They're helpful. We get a lot of emails and texts from them. So a lot of advice. So I appreciate all that. Appreciate the viewers, y'all checking in on us, seeing what's going on. I'm nowhere close to, I think like Reed Timmer's got over 1 million subscribers. That guy's first class. He's #1 in the market, to be honest with you. I would put Connor Croft pretty much behind him. Connor's ridden with Reed. He's trained with Reed. So Connor Croft is a great person to learn from. So I'm going to be watching the road here. I have no idea what's going ahead of me. The roads are not in shape. In fact, I don't even have it in 4-wheel drive yet. But these people in front of me, I guess they're just being overly cautious, and I don't blame them. This kind of weather, you can't be too careful. I'm trying to watch the road, so if I don't glance down and see anything in the chat, if I don't answer it right away, please don't get upset. I'm trying to watch the road, but windy. Windy, I like shut down. Alabama, wow. Yeah, I'm gonna put back and forth. Down and forth, be safe. I'd feel really bad if I had an accident because I slid and I've got 4-wheel drive. And it looks like, well, here we go. No, he's gathering firewood. There for a minute I thought that truck slid off the road, but no, I think he's loading up some firewood. Don't blame him. Might be a little bit slick down here at this red light, so we'll see if these yahoos behind me stop like they're supposed to. There is kind of a slight hill right here. The guy behind me, he's right on my bumper. Straight shots are not too bad, but the curves, those get really bad when you start trying to turn. So I think I'm just going to leave it for while I'm on the road. So it's coming down. It's supposed to do this all day, so I'm actually supposed to be at work until 10 o'clock tonight. So when I come home tonight, it's probably going to be really bad. If so, I'll probably end up doing another live stream just to show everybody what we've got. One of the things about Colorado Springs, there are a lot of military bases here, and because of that, we get a lot of people, young adults, being transferred into this area from all over the country. They're coming from California, Florida, don't get to see very much snow, and they get stationed here, so they're experienced most of the time, very inexperienced. So you're not only having to watch yourself, you're having to watch everyone else. I don't worry about me, per se. I've driven in this long enough, and I've got the vehicle for it, but I don't ever take anything for granted. So I always try to watch the other guy. And I remember when I first moved here, we got a lot of input from people. Says, all right, what you got to do is never get in a hurry, and if somebody's riding your tail in, let them. Don't speed up just because they're on your tail. If they're in a hurry, they can go around you, because they're the ones you'll find in a ditch down the road. They also said if you can never get, if you're going over a pass or anything like that, if you can, follow the snow plows. They'll open the road up for you. So, good advice, things to do and watch out for. Yeah, I just got a text a few minutes ago from one of my coworkers. Wanting to know if I was going to be going to Starbucks. Says, I did go to Starbucks, but I'm not there now. I've already left. So, and I'm on the road. Don't want to. Yeah, I'm on the road. I'm not going to stop again. Get to work. I don't have to be there until 1 o'clock. It's 11:42, so I've got plenty of time. But I always leave early, try to get there early, because you never know what to expect on the roads. So this is the snow of Colorado. I know the slopes, ski slopes are probably getting a bunch. Pikes Peak, the mountains and everything else you can't even see right now. So, I got me a sausage, egg, and cheddar. They're good. I know some parts of the country would probably call this off. You know, no school today. We got snow. Well, in Colorado, they're usually kind of accustomed to it. We'll find out here in a second. Yep, junior high school, they're in session. Kids are in school today. Sorry, kids, no call out. Even our school resource officer showed up. This is one of the reasons I always like to leave early to get to work, because like today, it's going to be slow going. People being careful to get there. But I do have a full tank of gas. I got a full cup of coffee. I got a nice hot sandwich. Got a warm truck, and I got a few people riding along with me. Not physically. So right now I'm on Fontaine Boulevard. I'll be coming up on 85, 87 here in a minute, turning right. I was thinking about stopping by Walmart, picking up maybe some cookies or a cake or something like that to take to work. It's always nice to take something like that, put it in the break room. But like I say, I'm already on the road. I'll do it some other time, not today. Get to work. This light has about a 2-second yellow. Being an ex-police officer, I would consider that a speed trap. You need more than 2 seconds on a yellow light. You need 5 to 6 seconds. Nothing harrowing, but I wanted to at least get a live feed in today. Look at the big old flakes. Them flakes are about the size of a dime. Wow. I am using my turn signal, by the way. People are like, aren't you using your turn signal? Yeah, you can't hear it because I can't hear it either. For some reason, the little flasher doesn't make very much noise when it clicks. Well, the plows are out. Traffic's moving pretty good. So, as people get to work, traffic is going to lighten up just a little bit, I think. Hopefully the plows will stay out off and on all day. But again, when I get off tonight at 10 o'clock, it's probably going to be much worse. more than likely I will be doing a live stream again tonight. I get off at 10 o'clock Mountain Time. Get off at 10 o'clock, be doing a live stream on the way home. See what the weather looks like. Big old flakes. When it's a dry, powdery snow at home, I can just walk out on the driveway with my leaf blower, blow the snow and stuff off of the vehicles. It's a lot faster than trying to brush it all off. It's also a lot easier to use my snow blower to clear the driveway and the sidewalks when it's dry. But if it's a wet, heavy snow, yeah, I gotta do it all the hard way. So I am on 8587. This cross street here is Main Street. So, big old flakes, folks. I hope y'all can see how big those are. If it snows like that all day long, we're going to have some pretty good accumulation. I don't know what the temperature is right now. I don't have a way to check, but normally I'd have my other phone turned on and have the radar running, but I don't really need it, so I didn't turn it on. This isn't necessarily a chase, so I don't have all the equipment in here, which I wouldn't anyway. We don't use this to chase him. We use my wife's car. You can go to our website, you can see the chase car. I put a very short video. We were at a gas station, and I believe we were in New Mexico. And we were at a gas station, and I put a real short video walking around the outside of the car, so you can kind of see what the chase car looks like with everything on it and in it. Normally there'll be two more antennas on the top. We have a cell phone antenna booster, and we have a CB antenna, a magnetic one that we stick on, so we've got CB also, but working on my ham radio license, so eventually I'll have my ham radio. Man, the flakes are big. it's coming down though. Like I say, it's accumulating pretty quick. If this stays up all day long until I come home tonight, it's going to be pretty hairy. It's nothing like they had up in New York and down in Trinidad, Colorado. I know a couple of weeks ago, Trinidad got hit really hard and they shut down I-70 from Trinidad all the way into Kansas. They had the highway completely closed. That was hairy. Brandon Kopic, who is also a chaser, he has his drone license. He put his drone up in the air and followed the highway from the back of the, well, probably at least a mile, maybe not that far, but it seemed like it. But he had that drone up in the air flying over the traffic backup, and it was as far as you could see in both directions. So we haven't had that here yet. Hopefully we don't get that much. But the thing about Colorado is when you're traveling, you really have to watch the Department of Transportation alerts and the highway cameras, because they do frequently close the passes. So if you have to go over a pass, sometimes they're closed. They close them down, so you have to find an alternate route. I do have some drone footage on our website of Rabbit Ears Pass. We went up on Rabbit Ears Pass about a month ago because they had some suspected snow coming in. We went down there for it. Woke up the next morning at the hotel and the snow had hit the mountains around us, but there was nothing in town. So we went up on Rabbit Ears hoping to find some, and it was on the other end of the pass from where we went up. So I did go ahead and put the drone up in the air there on Rabbit Ears Pass, so you can kind of see the top of the pass up there, but we did not follow it all the way over to the other side because it would have been the long way home. Again, we're still working and we're still doing this just part-time, but we are very excited about going full-time. Getting out of Colorado, not that we don't love it here, it's beautiful, but getting back to our home state of Texas and, you know, that country we're familiar with, storms that we're familiar with, and start chasing full-time. I think it's going to be a great way to retire. That's kind of one of the reasons my wife and I haven't already retired. We weren't sure what we wanted to do. So what are we going to do if we stop working? Are we just going to sit at home and watch TV? There's nothing on TV. And when we decided to storm chase, now we got a reason to, you know, retire. I'm going to set them wipers on intermittent because I keep forgetting to wipe the windshield so y'all can see. So yeah, I think that'd be a good hobby in retirement. Give us something to do. We down there with our grandkids. I know they're excited about us moving down there. Our grandsons. One of them is 8, the other one is 10. They are looking forward to it. Of course, my son and my daughter-in-law are too. But I think they're going to try to go as many times as they can when we go out and be our follow car, follow along behind us. But the boys want to ride with us in the chase car. So if it's thunderstorms and stuff like that, maybe so. If it's something really bad, if we're starting to get close to a mesocyclone or any kind of a, you know, supercell like that, we will probably put them back in the chase car or the follow car, because I really don't want to put them in any kind of danger. That would not be good. I would not forgive myself for doing that. I don't want to put the boys in that kind of danger. But when my wife and I were down in New Mexico in November and we got stuck in that bear's cage, that was, I'll admit it, you know, I wasn't afraid, but the adrenaline rush was unbelievable. I mean, the straw and the dirt and the debris and stuff were going horizontal across the road in front of us and pounding the car. It was mixed with rain and hail. We we could barely drive. I mean, we were only doing like 25 or 30 miles an hour, and lightning all around us. And again, we were doing a live feed, and just as the lightning started all around us, we lost the live. I don't know if it was static, if the electricity had anything. I don't know what happened, but we lost our live stream. So I'm gonna don't yell at me for running this red light, but I didn't have time to stop. It was too wet, too slick. But we are looking forward to it. I'm looking at the Chelsea. Hi Chelsea, how are you? I'm looking at the live stream. Anthony Padilla, Chrissy. Hi y'all. I'm trying to watch the road, so I glance over at my chat every once in a while to see who's on there. I appreciate y'all jumping in. Again, it's not too bad right now, but I have a feeling that by tonight, 10 o'clock tonight, it's going to be pretty hairy. A lot of people are going to probably call off work today. Anytime there's any kind of a storm like this, we have people that live way out east, and they get it a lot worse than we do. So I see Chrissy. Yeah, I'm driving safe. Anthony Padilla, I appreciate you jumping in, Anthony. Wendy, Chrissy, appreciate all of y'all. If you're jumping in, please make sure that you do subscribe. Please like our videos. Tell your friends. We're actually trying to build up our subscriptions. I had to have a minimum of 50 subscriptions in order to live feed, and now I have to have 500 in order to monetize, in order to put PayPal on there and Venmo and all that. So people that are already subscribed, there's not going to be a membership fee or anything like that. I'm not going to do that. I just want people to be able to jump in here and watch us. I'm not trying to get rich off of this. My wife and I have got money coming in, so look at that gentle snow though. See, now that's what you want on Christmas Day. A nice, gentle, slow, large flake snow. That's what I want. I want a white Christmas. Woohoo! Yeah. Uh-oh. Now that white truck, y'all look right there to that left. That box truck just to the left of my camera. He just slid to a stop. He slid toward that white pickup in front of me. So he's going to slide on this turn. I'm going to be real slow. I don't want him to hit me. He don't have four-wheel drive. I can tell you that. Curves are the worst because the weight, the momentum of your vehicle pushes you through the curve. So we'll get past him. There. I don't want him to slide into me. I'm almost to work. So looking at these restaurants that I'm passing. Culver's, one car sitting there. One car sitting at the eye exam place. I guess they had an appointment today, so they couldn't make it. Well, I gotta go. I got an appointment. So, Anthony, Chrissy, like I said, I appreciate all y'all jumping in, chatting, passing the administration building for the school district here. It's getting heavier. If y'all are looking straight ahead where I'm looking here, we're facing Pikes Peak. You can't see it. I mean, obviously it's covered in the storm, but we are looking at Pikes Peak. So the closer we get to Pikes Peak, the heavier the snow is going to get. Hi, Wendy Me. Glad you're still with us. I'm just glancing down at the names. I'm not reading all of the text yet. But I'm fixing to turn on Southgate here, and I'll be getting to work here in a minute. Try to get off this road because, like I say, there's a lot of people out here, and these roads are starting to get a little bit slick. That big truck that slid just a minute ago is proof of that box truck. So, you have to give yourself plenty of room to stop. Squeaky wipers. Okay, Windy Me. That much snow would be plenty for the police to shut out roads down in Scottsboro, Alabama. Really? It's been a while since I've been to Alabama. Okay, look to your left, and right here at this intersection, you see a white car with his flashers on. It looks like he slid onto the curb. I don't know what's going on, but I hope they haven't shut down this intersection because I got to turn left here to go to work. I've still got close to an hour. I'm not sure why they're sitting there with their flashers on yet. I'm not close enough to see. These people are kind of taking it slow, but that's a left turn lane, or I'm sorry, a right turn lane. So the people coming out of that shopping area, that's where you have to turn right. Well, that car sitting there, it's backing the traffic up in there. So, yahoo. See, there's that box truck. They didn't hit the curb, so I don't know what they're doing. Uh-oh. I think he broke an axle because he's got one wheel facing to the right and then another front wheel facing to the left. So I think he hit something. And we got another car up here stuck. Boy. On a curb. Looks like. Let me look. And he's been sitting there for a while because there's no snow under his car. He's got a flat. Oh, he hit somebody. So that was probably an accident. Yep. His front end's kind of messed up. So I'm going to find me a parking spot here, folks. Get this truck off the road. I don't want to get hit. So now when it's snowing like this, I can tell you about parking. People park wherever they can park. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to park. I'm not going to try to be fancy about it. I'm just going to try to find me a hole and get in it. Hang on a second, folks. I'm going to back up and relocate. Bear with me. I usually try to get as close to the building as I can because I'm in here all day long. And when I get off at 10 o'clock at night, I prefer my truck to be closer to the building. The bad thing about it is when people pull in here, if they pull in too fast, they slide and they'll hit your vehicle. So you gotta run a chance. It's like running the gauntlet.